All right, you are still watching Ways Africa Day, formerly African Freedom Day and African Liberation Day, is the annual commemoration of the foundation of the Organizations of African Unity on the 25th of May 1963. It is celebrated in various countries on the African continent as well as around the world. The organizations was transformed into the African Union on the 9th of July in 2002 in Durban, South Africa, but the holiday continues to be celebrated on the 25th of May. So happy. You know, I saw one video on
Happy African Day.
And that's why you're African. Me say I'm African. You know, I saw one video on social media just before we got on air. The girl dressed like one goddess of Africa. As in, she took it seriously. There's no way that girl is supposed to win best dress because
was it for a function or just
no,
for a
always.
day?
You know, a lot of people are wearing African prints and all of that to their offices. I think Marianne just mentioned that she's going
she has
to
an
event,
activity.
You know, she's going to an event, you know, for African Day and all of that. That girl, I said she dressed like a yemoja, one goddess like this.
I think
she's Mama Africa.
The more we own our Afrocentrism, that is where we get to know who we are. I think the more we own up to the fact that we appreciate the fact that we are Africans, not forming funeo, but the key thing is you know you're African, you believe in Africa, and you believe in the vision of Africa. Forget what we are going through in Nigeria as well. But the more we do this, the better we become as a people, and we understand the spirit of Africa.
Africa is a beautiful continent. We have so much to give. We have so much diversity, and there's a lot to embrace.
Totally.
But we just need to learn how to position ourselves to be able to project the best things about Africa.
Absolutely. So, talking about Africa, we'll continue to talk tomorrow because that will be our topic tomorrow. Let's hear some interesting things about Africa.
Yes.
Right. So, who will we starting with? Issy, what did you find first in the news?
Okay. My story is a sad one, and it says both carrying Cameroonians and Moroccans to Europe capsizes in Tunisian waters, and it says that a boat, the boat was carrying migrants from Cameroon and some other countries, which I trust my Nigerian brothers will be there. Typical Edo brothers will be there, from Libya to Europe, and this capsized in somewhere in the Tunisian coast, and this prompted an ongoing rescue operations on Wednesday, which is today. And after one body was recovered, dozens of others were reported missing. And currently they have about 75 people who are unaccounted for, and they have 30 people who have been rescued so far in southern
They must be really lucky.
Yes. So it's I think why I got the story is the fact that I know things are tough in Africa. I know people are going through a lot. The economy is not friendly, but if you have to travel, let's seek legit means to travel. We can't keep going through this time and time again.
The funny thing is that international or rather the Western world, some of them have actually made it really easy. You don't even have to have a degree. Some people, they're just looking for artisans, they're looking for this. So there is the right way to migrate, right?
Totally.
There's always the right way. I don't know why, for the life of me, I can't understand why people would go, you know, to another man's country.
In such danger.
Even with the ones that even go with a visa, with a visiting visa, why would you do that? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me.
There's a lot that people are struggling with, and any given opportunity that they see.
But that's not an opportunity because
for them, it's that opportunity. So they'd rather than face what they're going through in their home country.
Your story.
Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of sad news, but my news as well, it's not a pleasant one. It has to do with the shooting that took place yesterday in Texas that left 19 children dead and 2 teachers.
Wow.
19 children dead. So the story has it that 19 children and 2 teachers have been killed in the school shooting in Texas. And it was the shooter barricaded himself in a single classroom, and it happened in Robin Elementary School in Uville, around 80 miles west of San Antonio. So these kids between the ages of 7 and 10 lost their lives, and it's so tragic. Even the teachers that died in the process of this attack. It just continues to tell concerning the gun violence situation in America. I know that the Pope spoke up about it. He mourned with the families, and he continued to talk about the gun violence. I think Joe Biden also made a statement as well towards it. Joe Biden continues to call on U.S. to stand up for gun lobby and tighten restrictions. But this is something that has happened time and time again. And I'm wondering, at what point will Americans say enough is enough? We have lost too many of our citizens to this. Is it really worth it?
I think I saw a documentary on the gun laws, and I discovered that there is a serious business behind it. So
it's a racket.
It's not just about
huge market.
It's not just about the gun laws in America. It's all over the world currently. So it will take a lot for us to actually stabilize the system in terms of gun laws.
Very sad. All right, so my story is linked to the presidency 2023. The biggest story right now that broke this evening was Peter Obi's letter saying that he had resigned from PDP, and he's withdrawn from the PDP primaries that is coming up, you know. So he's resigned. I mean, Peter Obi is one candidate that everybody was looking out for and hoping. A lot of Nigerians were really hoping for him to win the presidential, ticket for the PDP. So now that he's withdrawn, another story says that he's moved on to Labour Party. We're not sure about that yet, but let me just read some part of the story. He said, "It has been a great honor to contribute to nation-building efforts through our party. Unfortunately, recent developments within our party makes it particularly impossible to continue participating and making such constructive contributions. Our national challenges are deep-seated and require that we each make profound sacrifices towards rescuing our country. My commitment to rescuing Nigeria remains firm, even if the route differs." So meaning that it's possible that the Labour Party is happening. I wish to thank you personally for your graciousness and leadership, and I wish you well and best of luck in the service of our country. So let's see how this plays out, because people were really hopeful that Peter Obi was going to emerge the PDP presidential candidate, rather, not aspirant.
Oh,
candidate,
sorry,
yes,
candidate,
the presidential candidate. But now they say that he's dumped PDP for Labour Party. Let's watch and see how that unfolds. Maybe they might just have, because a lot of people actually, a lot of Nigerians are rooting for Peter Obi.
Absolutely.
So we need.
He seems to be quite credible.
Yeah, he seems to
driven,
have the he seems to have that integrity capital amongst Nigerians. So hopefully we're keeping our fingers crossed, and we'll take a break now. When we come back from break, I think I'd like to ask our guest what he thinks about the Peter Obi move. We'll have our guest to discuss, the aviation fuel. Stay with us, we'll be right back.